And now, Freelance Heroism presents Bard Company.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Freelance Heroism. My name is Dees.
And I'm Rachel.
And before we even get started, we just want to say thank you to everyone who donates at our Patreon, in particular those who donate at the producer tier. Rachel, would you like to let us know who they are?
I would love to. So we want to say thank you to Chris Sones, Orient_Tiger, Rebecca, Breakmeister, Nate, and Duncan. Thank you so much, you guys.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Every dollar that you donate helps us make a better show for everyone out there. So
Yes.
Big round of applause. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Woo! Thanks, guys. Rachel.
Uh-huh.
Do you know of the woo-woo?
Do
you woo-woo?
I don't. I know of it, unfortunately. I have a family that is into that stuff. Like
They're deep into the wooery?
My mom, has crystals around the house, for, vibes. Which,
for vibes?
Do
crystals make vibes?
I think they're supposed to do something about, the general mood or the energy.
That's weird. They're
I want to
not
say
sentient.
If that's if that's your aesthetic, where you're like, oh, I want to have crystals and wind chimes and whatever. If that's just your aesthetic because you like it, that's fine. I'm not. But if you're like, oh, this crystal will absorb negative energy, no.
Yeah, yeah, I'm the
not.
same way. I'm with you there. I don't think that rubbing quartz and sage on anything is gonna help.
Mm-hmm.
It just seems like a waste of money.
Yeah, I mean, if it's something you like, you like to have it around the house. I have a really stupid painting of a cat that I found in Goodwill, and I put it up because it's so derpy that it makes me laugh when I look at it. If it's oh, I like having this thing around, I can understand that, but I don't think oh, this derpy painting of a cat is a totem and it will, protect me from being sad or something.
Well, I mean, it sort of does, I guess, in that respect.
I get, but it's because I find it funny to look at. It's not because I think it has.
There's no metaphysical properties.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Well, I mean, woo is sort of taken off lately. You said that recently you were reading a woo-woo book.
I did.
You want to tell me? I have some woo-woo stories too, but I want to hear about your book first.
Okay. I will say I read this woo-woo book immediately after I read Carl Sagan's The Demon Haunted World.
Oh, God. That's a step down. That's a tremendous step down.
I know.
He actually calls out that book in that book.
Does he?
Yeah, he calls out those types of books.
Yeah, those types of books. Not this specific. So, we watched Russian Doll on Netflix.
Right.
And there's this one scene near the end of the season where there's this book on a counter, and it's very prominently displayed, and you can very quickly read the title of it.
Which
and
you always look for, yeah.
I literally look for it in every single scene of everything I watched, is I look for books. And so I took note of it, and I really liked Russian Doll, and I thought it had a really interesting sort of message and setting and theme.
It's a fantastic show. Incredible. Top 10 out of 10.
Yeah. And so I saw this book, and it looked kind of like a self-help book. And I don't read those very often. Maybe once a year I'll read one if it's been really popular.
Yeah.
But I took note of this one. I was like, I'm going to read that because they clearly put this prominently out because it has some sort of important message that ties in with the theme of the show. I want to have a deeper understanding of the show. Therefore, I will read this book. So I checked it out from the library because I wasn't going to pay for it.
Yeah, I don't want to support it.
And I started reading it, and literally page 2, it says that, first of all, it makes up a completely fake story that gives no sources. It's just a long time ago, a shaman walked out into the grass and he looked up at the stars and he realized that we are all made of stars. And he also realized that we are all gods, and also that we are all made of love and light, and also that everyone is a mirror, and the things between mirrors are called dreams.
Okay. Whoa. Okay. So you at the beginning, I was with you.
Uh-huh.
We're all made of stars, which is true,
Mhm.
right? In some, like,
Yeah.
if you think about it in like that, we're all made of the same material. Yes.
Right.
The
So
thing
this author,
between mirror, like, okay, so once you got to the people or mirrors thing, I was like,
Mhm.
well, maybe they mean that we see. There's like a projection thing where you see what you're looking for in others, right?
Right.
But then when you got to the thing between is what was it? What was it? The thing between mirrors is dreams.
The things between mirrors are dreams, and I'm pretty
That's
sure
just stupid.
by dreams, the author kind of meant, he called it dreams, but he basically meant like social constructs.
Well, that's not what that means.
Right. So it's like,
Those
just
are different words.
please just say like a social construct.
See, this is where I think the woo-woo gets weird, right? Is because there's a natural, humans are naturally pattern-finding animals, right?
Uh-huh.
That's what we do. We're one of the most efficient pattern-finding machines in nature.
Absolutely.
And the idea that we would look for subtextual meaning
Mhm.
is baked in, right?
Yeah.
But we start to get to the point sometimes where I think that we're looking for patterns where there are none. Right?
Yeah.
Where this person used the incorrect word for something.
Mhm.
And so to convey their message, they used an improper word. And in order for us to figure out what they meant, we're going like, so maybe we are mirrors, right? What we want to see, what we see in the garbage in between.
Mhm.
Ugh.
And he,
Do you see how quickly we can descend into transcribing someone who used the wrong word into what they meant?
so, well, like based off that, I still read through, because it's only like 150 pages, so you can read it
There's
in like,
a very short attention span for
you can read it in like 45 minutes.
Right.
But well, it's like, because it's not like the normal size of a book, and then
You know what's
also,
even better? You could not read it at 0 minutes.
I know. But also, like, so I was going through it and I was like, okay, he's just using very janky metaphors, but he's talking about social constructs. And then, like, at one point, he's like, when you say things to people, you're casting a spell.
Well,
Because,
like a spell of meaning?
like, you're, like, how you say something, like, influences them. So if I'm like, oh, Dees, you suck. And then you're like, oh, I feel bad because Rachel said I suck. Like, that was me casting an evil spell on you. And I'm like, okay, so he's just saying, like, your words
have meanings?
Words have meaning. But then...
We're really getting into some Descartes shit here. Sort of disassociatively breaking down very basic things.
I was
the letter B is a bouncy front straight back.
Like, I was trying so hard to be like, he's just speaking in like woo-woo new age metaphor, and he's doing it badly. But then he got to this, like, and it's only one paragraph where you go, like, you really just drop into like the woo-woo deep end, and then you're back out after a paragraph. But for one paragraph, he says, sometimes we get thoughts that didn't come from us, and these thoughts were actually sent to us from another reality by people that we would recognize as gods. And that's what happens when you get a thought that you didn't create.
Get fucked.
And then he's like,
mean?
And he's like, we're back to the woo. And I'm like, no, like, all of this is garbage.
Yeah. So the thing is that sometimes, like, they don't, like, right away you don't know, right?
Yeah. Well, that's what, because I was trying to give it a chance, because I thought, they put this in the show for a reason, but I think they just put it in the show because of like the cover or the aesthetic, or they're just like, we need like a book on this table or something.
I bet they put it in there for a reason. I bet the reason might have been something that, like, there's an interconnectivity between people.
Maybe.
Also, that it seems like it's very interpretive. And so maybe that's the point of it, is to kind of display that there's an interpretive nature to the show as well.
It could be, but I gave the book 1 star and I called it woo-woo BS in my Goodreads review.
Well, yeah, it is. I mean, but that's the thing, is that there's so many of those things going on that sometimes you just, like, I've given up on trying to explain to people star signs aren't real.
Oh yeah.
Given up entirely. I don't even engage with that shit anymore. Because like I've been seeing a lot of people that are like, "Are you a Sagittarius rising?" I'm like, get bent. What are we talking? You're nothing. You're not any of those things. First off, when those were created versus now, the charts of stars are different. They're completely different.
Yeah.
The universe is expanding, nitwit. There's a whole extra fucking sign at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody, like, have you seen it?
Wait, what?
Swear to God. People, okay, so they've done this thing where they've charted where the stars would have been during the beginning of astrology, right?
Okay.
Where the star chart kind of symbolism came from, the 12 signs or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And now there should be technically a 13th because the star charts have expanded to the point now where there should technically be another. Here, let me find it.
How do they know, like, oh, a sign has to be like this big? You know, like, are they doing it by like, we have enough room now that we can, and who gets to determine what it is?
All right, here it is.
Okay.
The 13th zodiac sign is called the Ophiuchus, whatever.
Isn't that a brand of yogurt?
Probably. And it's a star sign for people born between November 29th and December 17th. That, of course, has a knock-on effect for every other sign, meaning that traits and personalities associated with each star sign may no longer be applicable to you. Because that's how it works. The sky moves. Right? So, you thought you were a Leo your whole life because you're so fiery. And now all of a sudden you're not because a couple days shifted off, so now your entire reality is different. I mean, I understand that all of them apply to everyone. You could randomly assign it and fold it up in random notes and just deliver them out randomly, and people will still find something in them. And maybe there's an introspective thing there. It's a tool. It's like, you know, I need to affix 2 pieces of wood, so I'll get a hammer and a nail. Those would be the tools that I use to affix them. But if someone gave you a screwdriver and a screw, you could probably still affix the 2 boards.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, that's sort of what I think of horoscopes and shit like that are. I just think that all that stuff could be done without having them as tools.
Yeah.
And maybe if you didn't require the tool, it would allow people to be more introspective without them naturally. Like, you could just get there without having to.
Right.
You know?
Because it can. I've seen people sort of just explain away behavior like very dismissively and be like, oh, they're like that because they're a blank.
Yeah, they're a Gemini, so.
Right. It's like, well, maybe I don't know, it has to do with like their upbringing, or maybe they had a bad day, or you know.
Right. Or maybe they're hungry. Shit, who knows? Who knows what's causing them to be like that? But I doubt it's because 34 years ago, the stars were in a particular alignment. I don't even know how the fuck they justify the fact that I mean, there's some weird connectivity shit going on.
Yeah.
Between where the stars are and you. There's like an ego to all of that kind of stuff. I mean, really, you're as good or bad as you're capable of pretending you are. Right?
Right.
That's sort of like a woo-woo thing.
Yeah.
This is so mean. This intro is like, there's gonna be a lot of people listening and be like, well, Jesus, he sounds like a total Sagittarius.
All right, well, why don't we go ahead and go to this week's episode then? Okay. This is Bard Company, episode 20, Fool Fighters.
Oh, I love this one.
Do you?
What happens in it?
I have no fucking clue. Honestly, I'm just. I don't know. It's such a Leo thing for me to say.
So why don't one of you guys tell me what happened last game? Tell me all about the plot progression that you guys made.
Well, that would imply that there is a plot to start off with. I thought this was just one long series of vignettes.
It is. It's like a Tarantino movie.
This is the D&D podcast version of Seinfeld. It's about absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Just horrible people doing horrible things.
What is the deal with Thaco? So yeah, I'm thinking the last part of the last game, right, was that we were dealing with the Banshee.
Yep.
Right? Or we got this Wizard of Thay.
Yes.
The collective, the royal Thay.
Yeah.
And that he wanted to know about some person who was in charge of the ruins or whatever, but we kind of skipped out on that guy.
The tower full of zombies that we that we nearly destroyed.
Yeah, the Tower of Thriller.
Yeah.
So then we left, and we dealt with the Banshee. We got our question that I almost fucked up. Then we walked back around, went home. I visited the spider.
We went and visited the cleric and gave her the information she was looking for.
Yep, and then we went to meet up with Mr. Buttersworth. Right.
Yeah. So we did get our venue situated. So we do have a nice venue to play at now, not just the tavern. So we can now do an outdoor theater. We just have to limit our participants to less than 250.
Like Mr. and Mrs. Butterworth, and he's like, "This is my wife, Margarine."
This is our son Parquet.
Oh, no.
I got us a job.
And this is our pad.
Yeah.
I brought a contract in.
Yep, that's correct.
That's right.
We
We're
did
going
spend
for Urno.
Yeah, that we
My
did
bad.
spend 20 minutes trying to debate as to whether or not the cleric was blind or not. I do remember that.
She's
Turns
blind.
out
She is
she
blind.
Not blind.
has always been blind.
She's literally never been blind. You guys also told her all about that Wizard of Thay, which she was very interested in.
I don't recall that.
I do. I remember
don't.
that. I definitely remember that.
We tested her, and she could tell why kids love Cinnamon Toast Crunch. She could see. All right, I'm gonna have to do 2 silly voices in the first 10 minutes of this. So,
Yeah. Either you're exercising your tongue or you swallowed a fly. I'm not sure.
I
which
did.
it is.
I did this voiceover. I showed you guys that video, right? That voiceover I did with the Sonic the Hedgehog shit.
Oh yeah.
They
Oh,
were
yeah.
asking me to get my audio levels right, like when we started with the mic on. They were like adjusting the levels to get the voiceover right, and they were like, "Just say some words," and I was like, "My testicles are covered in electrical tape. I have electrical tape on my testicles, testicles, testicles."
Oh.
And they were just like, "That's perfect, thank you." The red fox jumped over my brown testicles. Okay,
Also,
so take it over. Oh.
you guys still haven't found your dwarven friend, but at the very end of the episode, you found out that one of the goblins that you guys have adopted said,
Adopted or conscripted? Yes.
yes, one of those.
Look at the hooker chart.
You Stockholm syndromed. Said that the dwarf has been taken to Cragmaw Castle.
I was going to say, we haven't found our dwarven friend yet, but to be fair, we really haven't been looking for him. So
That's also true.
I barely know the guy.
yeah. But all right, so Cragmaw Castle, and all right.
Okay. All right. So you guys prepping to go to Cragmaw? It's out in the wilderness. You'll be on the road for a little bit, but then you'll have to go off-road.
Well, shit, I need to get beer.
We gonna go mudding.
Fucking hell.
Make sure you
And-
get those 4x4 donkeys.
Oh
Right.
man, that's a thing here. People love mudding. And I didn't know what the fuck they were talking about when I first moved here. Turns out fucking car washes are a solid business decision.
They do that here too.
I think they do that everywhere.
It's like, want to go drive through some mud? It's like, no. What the fuck are you talking about?
It's really funny when they flip over, though. That's always great.
Oh, no.
I just don't care about any of the shit that they like down here. It's like, you want to go fishing? I'm like, do I want to trick an animal with a small brain using $5,000 worth of tackle? No, I don't want to do that.
Go to Walmart.
Can I just lay a Snickers bar on the floor and just watch an animal eat it?
Yeah.
It's crazy. The shit people like is so weird to me. I'm an alien, I'm pretty certain. I'm from another planet or something, because I don't agree with anything most humans do.
All right. So you guys are getting ready to head back out and go find Cragmaw Castle.
Okay. So I assume we have started a new day. We've taken a rest after getting back into town. So
Yes.
all right, that's good. Well,
Hey guys. Hey guys, I know it's early in the morning, but I got some metal working to do.
I just crack my beer and look at him scarily, like, what the fuck?
metalworking. What you mean, songwriting?
No, I mean like I was gonna say give it a hand job to a golem, but as soon as I had the visual in my head of a guy with a Windex and a rag, I was just, oh, call it chromomancy. This is my friend Colossus.
Oh, Lord.
I gotta go work some metal. I'll be back.
And you know what? I'm just going to let him go with that because
Yeah.
A, I don't want to know, and B, I don't want to know. So yeah, that's fine.
First things first. We need some orphans and we gotta build a cabin. What you kids know about mushrooms? As he walks off into the distance.
Did I ever tell you about this one song I wrote about a band? She didn't like it. Everybody's a critic.
There was a dragon, too.
Guys, where is Mellifleur going?
He says he's gonna go work some metal.
Are you talking like him now too?
Well, yeah.
What can I say? It's contagious.
I ain't gonna
I think
go
I have
sign.
heavy metal poisoning.
I don't know. He said something about going to go buff his chrome, and at that point, I just decided not to listen anymore.
I tell you about the time I threw a log at a goose and hit it.
Why would you do that?
It was attacking an old man.
Okay. You probably should have led with that. At least that made it sound more justified.
No, I didn't just go looking for trouble. Like, I'm going to get me a goose. Yeah.
Imagine if I cut that to just D saying, did I tell you about the time I threw a log at a mallard? And then I just cut everything after that.
No, it was a goose. And like I was walking with a friend of mine. We were going to toss the football around at this lake up by the house. Mm-hmm. And like, as I was walking over there, this old man and his wife was like at the picnic table, and he was like getting attacked by multiple geese, but one was the ringleader, clearly. And I was just like, hey, and I was like yelling at the goose, but they were just wouldn't listen. And this old man was just getting punked out by this goose. It was like real bad. And I was like, son of a bitch. And I like looked in a big fucking like tree branch kind of thing, and I like snapped a piece off of it, and I ran up and threw it, and it hit this motherfucker right in the neck. And he immediately changed his tactic. Just ran back for the water. I'm like, yeah, you better get the fuck out of here. And the old man gave me like this World War II thanks for sending the pilots in kind of nod, like kind of like a nod that was like, thanks for that, buddy. Like, hey, no problem.
God, geese are fucking assholes. They really
They are.
Mm-hmm.
God,
I don't know
so,
where they get the fucking attitude they have.
No, and most of them are most like Canadian geese are the worst too. And they're from Canada. They're supposed to be nice, but no, I think what happened is Canadians long ago, like the first people that were there, they, imbued all the negativity in Canada into their fucking geese and then sent them south.
I think nobody ever checked them in Canada,
Maybe
right?
not.
Nobody ever was like, hey, you're a fucking animal. Chill the fuck out, right?
Yeah.
You don't know math. Shut up. But nobody
God.
did that. So, like, our ducks are all well behaved.
Well,
They're long-necked psycho ducks up there go crazy.
All right. Are you guys doing anything else before you head out?
No, we're just gonna ramble about goose for the rest of this episode.
I was about to say, let's just go find some geese and kick their fucking ass.
Let's form a posse.
CR 1/8.
Bards versus geese.
Oh man, that'd be an excellent one-off.
Yes.
Oh,
You guys
man.
just go to a public park and start messing with some geese. And in the background, there's some like kid's 7th birthday happening. And they're like, what are they doing to the geese?
They started it. They know what they've done.
And then Mel gets distracted. He starts hitting on the mom of the birthday girl.
Lucky for us, he's working a metal job.
Yeah.
So
you're on
polishing
geese?
some iron.
So you guys are you doing anything else around town, or are you heading out?
I mean, at this point, is it worth trying to go find out any more information about Cragmaw Castle, or are we pretty much just kind of content to go with what we've gotten?
Well, the only like the goblins that you have, they've all heard of it. Only the one with the eye patch knows where it's at.
Mm-hmm. What do they tell us about it?
That is, Cragmaw Castle is where King Grohl lives.
King Dave Grohl?
You beat me to it, damn it.
Hold on, I've got another confession to make. There goes my hero.
Yes.
And that King Grohl's been working with someone who goes by the name of Black Spider. But Mosk the Goblin isn't really sure what exactly they're doing because he's just a lowly goblin.
Okay.
I thought you were going to say King Grohl has been working with a man with a massive shotgun wound to his face.
What's the castle called?
Cragmaw Castle.
All right. Well, I guess we should just go there and kick ass and take names because that's what we do best.
King Dave Grohl.
King Dave. Well, that's what he's going to be called now.
And Black Spider.
Well, actually, I was playing a game a couple weeks ago called Last Remnant, and remember I had just done that comic about how everyone has weird names?
Yes.
Turns out that in this guy's name is David, right?
Spanish, yeah.
David.
Spanish for David, yeah.
And then the main character calls him, because he's a very obnoxious young guy, keeps calling him, "Sup, Dave?" And like it really fucks up the whole vibe.
Mm-hmm.
I apologize for that comic. I take back the sentiment. Call him Ganymede or something. I don't care. Just don't call him fucking Dave anymore.
I had run a homebrew once, and there was this sort of shady, like, powerful lord that had become interested in the party. He was secretly a Rakshasa, but he went by the name like Lord Calzone or something like that. And my players immediately go, "Lord Calzone, he's Lord Calzone," and they would not call him anything else except Calzone.
He got 5 more levels, and now he's P-Zone. But he'll be leaving soon.
All right. So you guys heading out?
Yes.
Looks that way.
Okay. So you can stay on the Tribor Trail for a while. You're going to head north and then eventually northeast, which is the direction you took originally towards like Coneyberry, Wyvern Tor, where the Banshee lives. But you're going to go off the trail and head further north for what is at first grasslands, but will eventually turn into forest.
While we're walking there, my spider hand is crawling up and down, back and forth across my shoulders on 2 fingers, walking like a general, like giving orders.
Okay.
You guys don't like him?
I just keep giving it side glances. Fuck.
And it's gonna like stop and turn to face you and point its pinky at you accusingly, and then go back to walking.
All I know, if I see that thing give me the finger one more time, I'm going to toss it across the woods.
It only has fingers. Come on, man.
Wait, does it not have a thumb?
It has thumbs.
Okay. It has
A thumb is a
thumbs?
finger.
I'm just glad it ain't my hand on your
It is the
fucking
rival. The
Hmm.
rival of the fingers.
Just tell me it doesn't sleep with you at night.
It doesn't sleep. It has no brain.
I
Just
don't
as
know if
long as it
that's-
doesn't do any jobs for you, we're good.
Yeah.
It helps me with my metal work. And he helps me with my hamburger.
What you name it again?
Oh shit, I can't remember. Palmala. I can't tell if it's a girl hand or a boy hand. I'll give it a few days, and if its nails are painted, it's Palmala.
All right. Who is going to give me the survival check for making your way to Cragmaw Castle?
I will.
Okay. You're going off directions from a goblin.
Well, lucky me, I have a natural explorer in forest.
Okay.
So that negates the bad directions we got somehow.
The goblin's like, it's near some trees.
Solid.
When you come to the tree, turn left. Go down till you see the next tree. If you see the other tree, you've gone too far.
Yes.
Damn it.
You want the
I
tall
said the
tree.
double tree.
I
need
rolled a 17.
17. All right, that's good enough. So Gregmont Castle is about 25 miles from Phandalin, so we'll say it's late afternoon by the time you guys arrive. And it's sort of in the Neverwinter Wood. It's
Oh, shit. I heard about this place. It's never winter.
So it's the south.
oh no.
Well, not really. I mean, Boulder's Gate south. That shit's like hell.
Mm.
So you guys are, I assume, kind of staying in the woods, but seeing
In the shade,
castle.
yes.
Yes, in the shade.
Yes, if I get if I get out of the sun too much, I'll completely crisp over.
Well, up ahead, you can see the castle consists of 7 crumbling towers of different sizes and heights, but the upper stories are all in varying states of collapse. A short flight of steps leads up to a terrace in front of the main entryway. Past the wreckage of a pair of sundered doors lies a shadowed hall. Round towers loom over the entranceway with dark arrow slits looking down on the terrace. You do not see anyone outside of the castle.
I'm going to do a perception in those arrow slits to see if I see something gleaming.
Okay.
15.
15. You do not.
I
You said
still
that-
don't know how to look at it.
Yeah, you said the doors were sundered?
Yes. So they are. This is obviously quite an old building that's falling apart.
Is it okay? So this is decay. This is not damage from like a long ago battle that destroyed it.
From where you wouldn't be able to tell from where you're at. You'd have to get closer to examine it.
That's right. Get closer towards the kill zone.
That's right.
Fuck, man. Where's Mel when you need him to hit his head against something?
I'm sorry, did you ask for me?
Yeah, you see that door? Just talk shit about your mama. You need to hit it with your head again. It's
Sorry,
metal.
working this metal right now.
You forgot your stainlessness make it shine.
Well, I guess if there's no welcoming party.
Well, we got the goblins with us, right?
How many goblins did you bring with you?
I'll bring as many as I can.
As many as we can fit in our pockets.
Well, you have 4 goblins.
Well, fuck, man. Let's tie a rope on one goblin and send him up ahead and see what happens. I did.
Send him inside and then pull on the rope, and if it just the rope comes back, then we know something's got them.
Oh, no.
Exactly.
This is like fishing.
We're gonna need a bigger rope.
Let's make sure we don't need bigger bait first.
I'll put it to you this way: if it eats a damn goblin, that's good enough for me to know I don't want to go inside.
Me too.
Mosk,
Dwarf's about the same size, right?
Mosk speaks up and he says, Kingrel doesn't usually eat goblins unless he's really mad.
Well, then we're going to send you in. That way we know whether or not he's really mad.
Wait a minute. What is he?
He's really tall.
I've never heard of a human eating goblins before.
He's not a human.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
What is he? And do not say rock god.
Give me a survive or knowledge nature based off of the description that Mosk gives you.
I can kind of sort of do that.
I got a 16.
That was a nat 20, so
Nice.
23.
Oh, good man.
Kingrel is a bugbear.
Oh,
Well, fuck.
that's not a problem.
Nah, we killed him before.
So, how long has he been king?
A long time.
Okay. Well,
Does he listen to our music?
I don't think so.
Well, shit, man. Fuck this guy. We can go kill him and take his castle.
no. Just wait a minute now. How many people do we have? I mean, how many is the castle full of bugbears? I mean, is that the only thing that inhabits it, or is it like a Benetton ad? Is it totally diversified? Are there other creatures inside, or what?
Was he born to fly?
Musk shrugs. He says, I've never been in.
Oh, and you have no intelligence. Well, that's a rhetorical question. Well, I mean, I don't know. Let's not be too hasty and think that we need to go out and kill anyone. This could be an opportunity for marketing. But if not, then yes, I think a little of the murder may be necessary. What?
Do you think he gives a better concert venue than the town?
Well, I mean, it's a decaying castle. It's got a little bit of a motif to it that we could go with. It's like, it's like when bands play at what's left of the Colosseum in Rome.
That'd be a sweet gig. Get drunk in Rome.
So we know that the dwarf just up and disappeared, right?
Well, so you weren't there for it, but
Right.
based off what the group has hopefully described to you at some point, they were paid to help escort the dwarf,
Right.
and essentially him and his bodyguard were kidnapped by goblins. They were a little bit ahead, and so the group came upon the dwarf's horses and like an empty map case.
Mhm.
They found the bodyguard at a goblin cave, but the dwarf was not there. He was taken elsewhere, presumably to Cragmaw Castle.
Okay, so what would a bugbear want with a dwarf?
Are you asking this out loud?
Well, well, yeah, I'm ruminating on it, but our goblin crew was quote unquote tortured and then put into conscription. So do they know anything about why he was taken? Did they ever divulge that to the rest of the group?
No one's really
never
asked the goblins for
asked.
information.
Why am I not surprised?
Because they
Well-
try to kill us, we try to kill them back.
Okay, good point. But yeah, how about we work that angle for just a second before we go storming the castle?
This is why you're the smart one.
It's not saying much, by the way.
I said smart, not old.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna ask our goblin crew exactly why would a bugbear want to take captive?
For Black Spider.
For Black Spider. All right.
Yeah.
What do they know about Black Spider?
He talks to King Girl.
Okay.
Yeah, this phone at Goblin's really paying off.
Yeah.
Can't believe we didn't interrogate them sooner.
Someone named Black Spider
Yeah.
was paying King Girl to find the dwarf, capture him, and bring him and anything he was carrying back to King Girl.
Gotcha. So it's Black Spider that we really want. All right. So it sounds like we need to go in and squeeze this King Groll for information. Shall we do so diplomatically or shall we do so by force? We don't know what's on the inside. I'm a little hesitant to just go charging in, not knowing what we're up against.
When has that ever stopped us?
That's true. That is true. I guess we'll go ahead and I don't know, stealthily approach the front entrance and see if we get any further inkling of what might be waiting for us inside.
Okay. All of you give me stealth checks.
Unless someone has a better idea, by God, please don't let me be the brains of the operation.
Are you kidding?
Okay, well, thank God. I rolled a 17 for stealth.
Okay.
14.
18,
Okay.
and I crack a beer.
That brings it down to 16.
So you guys start to head across the clearing that's around the castle. You do notice about halfway through, your goblins are not following you.
Are they within reach?
No.
You little shits. Motherfuckers, I told you we should send the goblin ahead.
No. Hopefully this isn't a situation if they know something we don't.
Yeah, that wouldn't be rare.
Yeah.
We probably
right.
should spread a little farther apart.
Yeah. So the front entrance, are there places to take cover so that we can kind of listen, or are we just kind of like out in the open and we're screwed?
Well, around the castle itself, it has been cleared, so there's not any trees that are real close to it.
Okay.
You do have to go up some stairs to get to this main entrance.
Mm-hmm.
So you could possibly sort of like crouch down behind, without going up the stairs, like press up against them and have a little bit of cover there.
All right. I want to get as close as I can to the entrance without running the risk of being seen, and then just kind of listen.
Okay. Give me a perception.
That's a 16.
Okay. You don't hear anything out of the ordinary.
Can I hide about 10 or 15 feet off of him? I'm getting flashbacks to a time where me and Leslie got hit by the constables with smoke grenades all gathered up and bunched up during what they called a raid.
Also, I want to clarify the phrase. I don't hear anything out of the ordinary. Knowing that there's a bugbear in the castle, ordinary may very well be like the sound of bones crunching and screams of pain and terror. So
you don't hear that. You hear like the birds and like the wind in the trees.
Gotcha.
Like
So
that.
just the ambience of
Yes.
the area. Okay.
Yes.
So,
Oh my God, the murder birds.
do I hear any geese?
It's a bunch of geese.
Oh fuck!
There's a goose on the loose.
Everybody run!
That's what they have for instead of guard dogs. They have geese, and they just start honking. As
Ah,
soon as
fuck
they
this
see
shit. You said fucking bugbears. You didn't say shit about geese. I'm out. Fuck this
Guard
shit.
geese.
Which half of the bear is the buggy half? And what kind of bug? Is it like a lady bear bug? What would you say? It's more of a millipede, like a very long bear with multiple legs.
It's probably more like a wasp.
Oh my God, flying bears. And their mouth is on their butt.
Varys, so you're about, you said 10, 15 feet away from Virion.
Yes.
Okay. Are you also kind of pressed up against the walls of the castle? Okay.
Yeah, but as pressed as my beer gut allows.
Okay. You very quietly crack open another beer.
Yes, I do. You know me all too well.
Yeah.
I pop a hole in the bottom and shotgun.
It's like those early Zima commercials.
I need to be able to get myself off the wall when it's hot.
While they're sneaking, I'm going to walk upright behind them, not knowing that we're sneaking. What are we looking for?
Fuck. I don't know. The old dude snuck down, so I did.
Oh, am I supposed to be whispering?
Renasmir, does a 20 hit you?
Yes, I think so.
Okay.
So right now, it's hard to confirm.
Okay. An arrow shoots out from one of the arrow slits, we'll say the one on the right of the door, and hits Renasmir for 4 piercing damage.
Oh my God.
Oh shit, cuz you got shot.
And
He stung me. The bugbear.
I told you.
I'd just be happy to bite you with his ass.
you hear from that, like within the room beyond that arrow slit, in Goblin, someone shouts, "Intruders!" And you guys can.
Wait a minute.
The
Intruder. They don't see them.
Oh, intruder.
Right. They don't see them. They passed
Okay.
their checks. I didn't.
While this is occurring, I'm very slowly tying Renasmir's shoelaces together.
Why don't you guys give me initiative?
Those fucking goblins.
There was the shit number I was looking for. I knew it was coming.
I don't
You
like
know, I will admit that was very funny, but I'm not done with my sheet yet.
I got a 12.
12 for Varys.
Oh, God, that's a 7.
7 for Virion.
I got a rock.
We're doing initiatives.
Yes.
20 total, which is fantastic because I don't
You're
know what I
That
would.
means that you're first.
Yep.
Renasmir just goes out with finger guns.
I always hit with my positive attitude.
My smile is a natural 20.
Well, as soon as you're ready, Renasmir.
I just need 1 second to look something up. Hold on.
Sure.
You know what? I will say this. Still better than geese.
Manager,
Yes.
I'm going to kill every one of those fucking roadies.
Well, you know, they're non-union, so you're not going to get any lip out of me.
Cheers.
It's not like I've got to worry about a lawsuit or anything after all said and done.
Don't tell Mel.
Well, you know what? We'll just capture. How about this? We kill those 4, but we capture 4 new ones from here. We bring him back and we see if he can tell the difference. It'll be like a Folgers coffee ad.
Sounds good to me. I'll even take my knife and get one of their eyes out and give it an eye patch. Just so.
You could just make him wear an eye patch.
What the fuck's wrong
Yeah.
with that?
Yeah, but how's he supposed to get into character? I mean, it's. We've secretly replaced Mel's goblins with 4 new goblins. Let's see if he can tell the difference. Why aren't you guys so metal?
He never knew the difference between getting a potion in the mouth and in the ass. Oh, you just spoke up. By the way, y'all haven't done that shit to me yet, have you? I remember waking up seeing you do it to him.
Oh, you talking about the beer in the butt? No, we pour all your beer down the front.
I appreciate that.
Through the pee hole.
Oh, you motherfucker.
All right. Since I'm having a real hard time right now, I'm going to toll the dead.
Okay. Do you have to see them to be able to do that?
Yes, right? They pointed me out, though, right?
Well, I
They
mean,
shot me. I should be in direct line of sight.
Sure. You can see one that's looking through the arrow slits.
I'm going to follow my helpful map marker pulling out of my chest. I'm going to aim in that direction.
Okay.
There's one sticking its head out of the slit, pointing, going, I can't believe that guy wasn't quiet when he walked up. They never learn.
Okay, and he's going to take 1d8.
He makes a wisdom saving throw?
Yep.
Okay. That would be a 9.
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
He takes 7 hit points.
He drops out of sight. Anything else for Nazmir?
Yes, for the rest of that turn, I'm going to pretend to be him. I'm going to try to do his voice.
Okay.
Can you do his voice? And I'll try to... This will be like an actual check. You do a voice for that guy, and then I'll try to mimic what you did, and then they can judge whether or not it was accurate or not.
Do you speak Goblin?
We've been talking to goblins this whole time.
Do you speak Goblin? Is that one of your known languages?
You know it's not, Rachel.
I do. I just wanted you to say it.
I'm just going to make noises. Never mind. My mistake.
Give me a deception.
Oh, God.
No, my bad. It was just Girl Scouts. Who wants some Thin Mints?
15.
Okay. So you do that, and then the other goblin that was in the same room as that one pokes his head out of the arrow slit and will also fire his short bow at you. Does a 18 hit you?
You know you just love to ask that kind of question, right? You know you're just doing it for fun. Yeah.
I am, yeah. Okay. That would be 8 piercing damage.
Oh, good. Thanks, Ray.
You're welcome. Varys, it's your turn.
All right. So is his head still sticking out of that hole?
Yes.
I set my beer down. Slowly pull my bow off from underneath and pull up the stream. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
It's called his Bow Duke.
That is a 14.
14 will not hit.
The fuck? All right.
But he does look in your direction.
And he catches the fucking one finger salute.
Virion, it is your turn.
Oh, great.
By the way, I'm looking at a goblin, right? Or
Yes.
Am I looking at a bugbear? Okay.
You're looking at a goblin.
Oh, I'm gonna kick your ass.
So, am I aware that there are 2 up there, or do I just think that there's 1?
Give me a knowledge nature. How familiar are you with goblin dying noises?
Well, not probably as familiar as I will be when we get back to.
Fucking hey, there's gonna be some dead shit coming up.
Yeah, that's a 9 nature roll, so I'm going to assume that I, can't tell the difference between goblins dying and having sex. So.
You definitely heard a goblin make a noise. Looking in the window, you can see that there is one still there. You don't.
I don't. Yeah.
You don't realize that it's a second one.
I don't know. It's. Gotcha. Shit. How far away are we?
Let's see here. Well, you guys moved up sort of against the castle, so you would have to go up the stairs, and then it would be so like 5 feet up the stairs, and then 10, 15 feet total to get to the arrow slit. And then at that point, I mean, it would be somewhat difficult to, like, he would get cover essentially.
Okay. Okay, so the reason I asked this, I'm thinking about using Shatter. It's a 60-foot range and a 10-foot sphere, basically. And I'm thinking about centering that on that slit.
Okay.
In the attempts that maybe I can stun anybody that's in that room right now. Is that possible?
I think so. Do you have to see the entire space to cast it?
It says a sudden loud ringing noise painfully intense erupts from a point of your choice within range. Each creature in a 10-foot radius sphere centered on that point must make a Constitution saving throw.
I think you could cast it.
Okay. It also says a non-magical object that isn't being worn or carried also takes damage if it's in the spell's area, if that makes a difference.
Okay. And how big is it? 10-foot radius?
It's a 10-foot radius, so, I'm probably only going to catch something that's right up against the window, but hopefully that's better than nothing.
Where are you centering it?
Well, I guess in what I can see, so I guess I'm kind of like centering it right in the opening of the slit.
Okay. Okay.
Unless I can go into the room, but I kind of doubt that.
Well, you would have to go into the castle itself, and then you're not sure what isn't. I mean, presumably the like to get to that area, it's pretty close from the entrance, but you don't know what would be there.
So I'm going to center it on the slit and see what I can catch.
So he makes a Constitution saving throw.
Yep, Constitution saving throw with a DC 12.
He got an 8.
Yay! He takes 3d8 thunder damage.
Ooh.
Come on, big numbers.
Thunder!
Exactly. Well, that's a 7. And that's an 8. And that's a 4. So that is 19 points of thunder damage.
So, well, normally you would hear this goblin's death cry. Instead, you hear a very loud crack of thunder that definitely isn't going to alert anyone else that may be in the castle at the moment.
See how you like that for a fucking hello.
And the goblin drops out of sight.
Okay.
And in the arrow slit to the left, another goblin's face pops up. And he will fire at, we'll say Varys. Varys does a 21 hit you.
He gets a second finger salute.
This is his first one, because this is a different goblin.
They all look the fucking same.
That's racist. You take
I'm an
7...
elf, he's a goblin. You better believe I'm fucking... They are my favorite enemy. Fuck them.
In Varys's terms, favorite enemy just means who he's racist against.
Yeah.
I am a southern elf.
You take 7 piercing damage, and he drops down out of the window, and a different goblin's head pops up, because there are 2 goblins in each of these rooms.
Are you fucking related to him?
He says, "A goblin, that's my cousin."
So now we've established all goblins are cousins too?
Just these goblins are cousins.
She says.
And he will fire an arrow at Virion.
Sure he will.
Virion does a 10 hit you.
Nope, he can suck it.
He gets the fucking 10? You motherfucker.
It rolled a 10! Let me...
I took 7 damage, you said?
It's the benefit of being in upper management.
Motherfucker. I want upper management. No, I don't. That takes too much. I don't need my beer.
Give me just a second. Definitely not rolling additional enemies.
Man, if the roles reverse, I'll be telling that goblin to get off my lawn, motherfucker.
Renasmir, what's your dexterity or your initiative modifier?
+4.
+4, okay. So you go first.
Haha. How far away is he?
Let's see here. The one currently in the window, we'll say you have to go up the stairs. Maybe 5, 10. We'll say about 15 feet to get to the arrow slit.
I'm going to throw my hand at him.
Okay.
Okay, so this is how I'm going to do it, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm going to use the ability Life Tap. That means I have to make a ranged spell touch attack,
Okay.
right? Or
Alright.
yeah, a melee touch attack. But I want to throw the hand and have the hand do that. So can I make it a ranged spell?
I think we ruled that you could, because you can do that with familiars.
Right.
Okay.
But I'm not going to let it walk there. I'm going to throw the hand at him. So I have to roll to hit him with the hand. Right?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay. So that's a standard attack roll with a dex modifier, right?
Yes.
Because a hand is a finesse weapon. by
Yes.
definition.
You are throwing hands. Throwing hands.
You don't want to throw these hands. Not 20. What's up? Yeah. So the hand is going to facepalm him
Yes. Lands directly on his face.
and grip him by the mouth.
Okay.
And then I'm going to roll 1d8, which
Uh-huh.
is the damage plus my charisma.
Rolled a 1.
It did.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
I rolled a 20 and then followed up with a 1.
That's
Okay.
that's why you rolled a 1.
So 5 total damage, and I gain 5 hit points.
Okay. And that's, you doubled your die roll?
Oh, I didn't. Okay. It'll be 6.
Okay. So that goblin is still alive.
But I gained some hit points back.
You
which
did?
Was the
Yep.
goal.
Yes.
Yep. So he poked him in the eye with every finger he had plus 1 twice.
Do you see that? I smacked him from across the room.
All right.
The gauntlet has been thrown.
Oh my god, I'm gonna buy him glove armor. I'm gonna buy him the sickest glove. He's gonna wear the Infinity Gauntlet by the end of this game. He's just gonna have magic rings that he can activate by flexing. We're gonna do yoga in the morning.
So from further within the castle, Renazmir, you may be able to hear this since you're the closest to the entrance. But
I
the
hear it
sound
through my hand.
of a door opens, and there's the sound of bare feet hitting the stone, and then in the doorway, a goblin
Wait,
shows
bare
up.
feet?
Bare feet?
Bare
Or
feet
bare-
or
Bare
bugbear feet. Or
Bare
bugbear
feet.
bare feet.
Shoeless feet.
Shoeless feet.
Yes.
How many?
She has 2 feet.
2 feet.
Yes.
Long or tall?
They're goblin feet.
Oh, okay. I know what that sounds like.
Okay. He's gonna run out. He does have to double move to get out here, but he
My
has
hand is still on him.
No, this is a different goblin.
Oh, okay.
But he has his scimitar drawn. He has
Still a
scimitar.
cousin.
And then another goblin will also run out. They definitely see you guys at this point, although they both had to double move to get out here. Varys, it is your turn. So there's one goblin in the window with a hand on his face. And there are 2 goblins sort of in the entrance area of the castle with scimitars drawn.
All right. Now that I'm not muted no more. No. Okay. Look down at the 2 of the scimitars.
Mhm.
Shooting one of them.
Okay.
Show. Does a 16 hit?
A 16 does hit.
About fucking time. I mean, about fucking time. All right. Oh, damage. My bad.
You're just happy that you hit.
Fucking A. I'm going to drink a beer. 8 damage.
He drops dead.
Woo!
That's that one.
Yeah. Shotgun another beer. That's a bonus action.
The one that came out with that one kind of looks at his dead companion and he like throws his arms up. It's like, we just got out here.
I dropped the beer, like, what up?
And
Wait,
another
they're
goblin.
surrendering.
Another goblin runs out, also with a scimitar. Virion, it is your turn.
It is my turn. Okay, so how many are actually out in front of us right now? Total
There are
three? Two.
so there's one in the that you can see through the arrow slit. He has the hand on his face.
Yep.
There is a second goblin in that room with that one, although
Gotcha.
you can't currently see him. And then there are
Right.
two that are out, kind of in the open, that have run
All
out
right.
from
So
deeper
the
within
two,
the
the
castle.
two that are downstairs. Okay. Do I want to do that? I'm gonna blow their ass back into the castle. I'm gonna go with Thunder Wave. Why the hell
Yeah,
not?
he's gonna take them back in the castle and blow their ass.
Exactly.
We're gonna blow their ass back in the castle.
Let's see. I'll do Thunder Wave. Are they within 15 feet of me right now?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Each creature in a 15-foot cube originating from you must make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
On a failed save, creature takes 2d8 thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet away.
I got a 9 and a 10.
Nice. Upper
So
management again has its perks.
Thunderwave's a loud spell, also, right? I mean, it makes noise.
Yes, it makes lightning and thunder noises.
Okay.
I have to imagine that. Yeah.
Okay.
On a failed save, yeah, it's thunder damage. So okay, 2d8.
Yes. The spell emits a thunderous boom audible out to 300 feet.
Nice.
Nice.
I've done a good thing. They do take 10 points of damage each.
They both drop dead and their bodies ragdoll back into the
Nice. God damn it! When I make an entrance, I make an entrance. All right.
Alright.
And then I guess you know what? I'm gonna hold on. I was about to say I was gonna give the bardic inspiration, but these seem a little bit candy ass, so we'll save that for whatever I just woke up.
Okay. So the goblin that does not have a hand on his face shoves his friend out of the way and will shoot an arrow at, we'll say, Renasmir. Renasmir does
Is that what we'll say?
does a 16 hit you?
It ties, yeah.
Okay. You take 4 piercing damage.
Son of a bitch.
So with the one that has the hand on his face, can he like rip it off? I mean, it's not
You can
like
attempt. I have some stats for you if you want.
Okay. All right. We'll say that he'll make an acrobatics to remove the hand. We'll kind of treat it like a grapple.
Okay.
Okay.
He wants the thumb wrestle? World champion over here.
He rolled a nat 1.
It's going to leap back away from his face. Actually, it's going to stay on his face, but it's going to like crawl around the back of his head so he can't reach.
Okay.
I was going to suggest it shoves 2 fingers up his nose.
Oh, it'll do the fucking hand block like they do in fucking Three Stooges.
Okay. Well, okay.
Call that curly mode.
Because what this goblin wants to do is shoot an arrow at you guys.
Oh, I thought he was going to shoot his friend in the face trying to hit the hand.
No, this is the one that has the hand on his face.
Oh, I'm going to put my fingers over his eyes as a free action.
All right. Well, he's going to attempt to shoot at.
Disadvantage with a face hand, right?
Yes, I'm going to give him disadvantage.
Okay.
He's going to attempt to shoot at Varys. He rolled a nat 20 and a 10.
Yeah.
Varys,
miss.
does a 14 hit you?
Thank God my AC is a 15.
All right. So he tries to like fire. You see like this goblin trying to fire an arrow at you, and like this weird dead hand that Renasmir's been carrying around like pokes it in the eye, and like its bow like moves at the last
MVP.
second.
MVP stands for most valuable bandage.
I'm gonna have to actually take back every fucking thing I said about that hand.
Most valuable phalanges.
Yeah, there you go.
Most valuable Phoebe line.
Renasmir, it is your turn.
I'm gonna hit him with the shaka.
Fuck you with her.
All
I
right.
meant the move. Sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna hit him with the life tap again.
Okay.
And since it's already on his face, it doesn't have to attack again, does it?
No, because
On his face.
Well, you don't have to roll to attack again because he rolled a nat 1 trying to get the hand off of his face. So.
Okay, so I have to roll it anyway. If it's a 1, he'll probably fall, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, all my pre-programmed rolls are. Yep, not a 1.
I was about to say, I don't know the sound of a goblin dying, but I know the sound of a goblin getting a finger up the pooper. That's a sound that will stay with me forever.
Okay, it hits him for 9.
He is dead.
And I'm at full health. Woo!
All right.
Actually, I'm higher than full health. Oh, yeah.
Varys, there is one goblin left. That is in this arrow room, although you can't currently see it. What would you like to do?
He's up in the room, but he's not sticking his head out, and the 2 downstairs are dead.
Correct.
Oh, shit.
You could go in the keep.
I want to cast Choose Strike on myself.
Okay.
And I want to sit back and knock an arrow.
Mm-hmm.
And if he pokes his little fucking head out, I'm going to shoot it.
Okay. Well, his turn is next, and that's exactly what he does.
Alrighty.
Whip.
Wait a minute. Choose Strike, is that rolling with advantage, right?
I believe so.
Okay. Oh, thank God. 16.
16 will hit.
That is a 7. Damage.
He drops dead.
I just sit there smiling.
And just a second.
While she gets some more monster stats and prepares to kill us all.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know this day was coming.
I know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I've done it too.
Pulling up the folder called Plan B. Bringing out the Tarask.
Abort! Get it, Plan B? Never mind.
Fuck, that is a Tarask.
Once again, we want to thank you guys for listening to Freelance Heroism. We hope you're having just as much fun listening as we are playing. Visit us at facebook.com/freelanceheroism and leave us a like. If you'd like to see our adventures in comic form, the professional illustrates our misadventures and more at 1d4rounds.com. If you're interested in supporting us, consider donating. We're at patreon.com/freelance_heroism. Keep an eye out for rewards as we add them.
Our cast includes me, Dees Cassius, as Renasmir on lead guitar, David Walker as Varys on drums, and Nathan Lett as Virian Herpator, Lich Gate's executive talent agent. And let's not forget, last but not least, our suffering DM, Rachel Moore.
Questions or comments? Send an email to freelanceheroismpodcast@gmail.com. Don't forget to give us a 5-star review wherever you get your podcasts. Thanks again for listening. We'll see you next week. Until then, the invoice is in the mail.
What's an invoice? That's the voice you use inside. For indoor concerts.
As opposed to your out voice.
I use my out voice all the time. Have you ever seen David Avocado Wolf?
Oh God, yeah.
I hate love that guy. He is such a moron. If you don't know who David Avocado Wolf is, and I'm not naming him that, he named him that. Look up David Avocado Wolf on the internet and watch Sun Chocolate. That's my favorite. Probably Sun Chocolate's my favorite. He does a water one that's fantastic where he says that salt in water is what keeps it held down to earth. Which
wow,
is some mind-numbingly dumb shit to say on camera.
So you could.
He thinks that without salt being in water, it would float away. I don't know, man. It's weird. He also said that that cacao is a masculine energy derived from the sun. I don't even know what the fuck that means. But it orients itself with the center of yourself, the center of the sacred heart. Whatever the fuck that means. I think it means I like chocolate. Not 100%.